Welcome back to the channel after a very long break. I know it's been a long time, but 2020 has been a difficult year for us all. I won't bore you with excuses, but I would like to get the channel going again. The previous tutorial was very basic, but there should be enough information for you to negotiate menus and read signs. With more advanced reading, there are further problems. In Thai, there are no spaces between words, so you need to work out how to separate words. But it's actually not too difficult. Once you become familiar with the language, that tends to come automatically, and it's not as difficult as people think. Thai sentence structure is very different to English, and it can make sentences quite difficult to understand. I have a problem where I can read a sentence and I understand every word, but I still don't understand the meaning of the sentence, and that can be quite a big problem. Everyday speaking tends to be quite informal, but writing is quite formal. So you can get to the stage where you can actually speak quite well informally, but when you attempt to read something, you come across all this vocabulary that you don't know because it's formal vocabulary, and that's another problem with written Thai. As with everything else, the only way to improve a skill is to practice. And I'm in a position where I don't need to actively search out practice material. It comes to me naturally. I eat lunch at places where there is no English. Everything is written in Thai, so I have to read Thai. And every evening, my daughter returns from school and asks me to help with her maths homework. The mathematics content is quite easy, but all the questions are in Thai. But helping her has helped me. I've had to learn new vocabulary. For example, when she started to do geometry, there were new words I'd never encountered before. And reading the questions has helped me to better understand Thai sentence structure. So in this tutorial, I'm just going to go through a few of those questions, and hopefully you can improve your reading ability as well. Before we begin, there's one thing I need to make very clear. I speak Thai with a foreign accent and my tones are very poor. I'm fully aware of this. In Thailand, I get by fine most of the time, but I don't want people to copy me and pick up my bad habits. In these examples, I will just break down the sentences and translate, but don't copy how I speak. Although I'm happy to teach people how to read Thai, I recommend that if you want to learn to speak Thai, you should learn only from a native speaker. Here's the first example. Paul mi งิน50,000 baht. Okay, so Paul, father, me, has or have, งิน, money, 58,000 baht. แม่ มีเงินน้อยกว่าพ่อ 4,985 baht. Okay, so แม่ mother, has money, มีเงินน้อยกว่า น้อย is small, and gua is the comparative form in Thai. It's a bit like er in English. So it's actually, น้อยกว่า actually means less. So she has 4,985 baht less than father. And let's continue with the question. พ่อและแม่มีเงินรวมกันเท่าไหร่ So พ่อ father และ and แม่ mother มีเงิน have money รวมกัน together เท่าไหร่ how much. So just to answer the question, we need to subtract this amount from this amount, and when we get the answer, add this amount, and this is the answer. Here's a second example, and at the beginning we've got tit, which is stick, and at the end here we've got y, tit y, which is stick on. And we can see that Thais don't really have a problem with splitting their infinitives, because in the middle of tit y we've got quite a lot, and what we've got is raka, which is price, and toratat, which is television. 39,800 baht, 39,800. So this is actually the sticker price on a TV. And here we've got pu si. Pu as a prefix means someone who is something. So in Thai, chuai is help, and pu chuai is someone who helps, like an assistant. So pu si, this is someone who is a buyer. Ko is to ask for, to request. Lot raka. Lot is to decrease. Raka is price, so this is a discount. Sampan Galroy baht. So he wants a discount of 3,900 baht on the sticker price of 39,800 baht. So Jap Kai, Jap is like will, sell, Kai, Toratat, Dai, Ngern, money, Gi baht. Gi, how many baht. So to answer again, we just need to subtract this amount from this amount, and here's our answer. Here's the third example, and it starts off with a name, Sudapon. The word pawn appears in a lot of Thai names, and it means gift or blessing. So Sudapon Gep Ngern, she saves money. Phak Thanakan, so she saves money and keeps that money in the bank. Learn, oh, she's month. Lat, Samroy Baht. Lat is like per in English, but the sentence structure is reversed. So in English, we would say 350 baht per month, and in Thai, it becomes Dern Lat Samroy Baht. Ben, this is a verb to be. Wela, time. Sipha, Dern. So she does that. She saves 350 baht a month for 15 months. So Surapon, Gep Ngern. Surapon saves money. Dai. Tang Mot is altogether. Gi baht. So it's just a simple multiplication question. Just multiply 350 by 15, and there's our answer. Here's the fourth and final example. Mẹ, mother. Sư, buys. Rot yon. Rot yon is a car, like a saloon car, as opposed to a rot grabat, which is a pickup truck, or a rot tu minivan, or rot jakrayan motorbike. And we can see at the end we've got a do tao consonant, but above that is garan, so that do tao isn't voiced. And it costs si sen jetmoon bad pan haroi baht. Pon is to pay in installments, and you see this a lot in Thailand. Thais generally buy things, especially large cost items, in installments and very rarely pay cash. Chamra is the sort of the formal word to pay. In everyday speech, we don't normally use jai to pay, but say formally, and you notice that there's a lot more formal language in written Thai, is chamra. Ben, verb to be. Wela, time. Hoksip, learn. So she pays in installments over 60 months. Learn lat, so how much per month. Tao, and this symbol here, Thais use it to repeat words, and tao, it just means that she pays exactly the same each month. So mẹ tong, mother needs to. Pon chamra, so she needs to pay in installments. Car is cost, value, or price. Rot yon of the car. Dern la tao rai. And in the previous question, it asked gi baht, how many baht, and tao rai is just another way of asking the same thing. So how much? So if she's going to buy a car for this amount, she's going to pay the same amount each month over 60 months. So how much per month? So we just need to divide 60 into that amount, and there's our answer. I have no idea whether this has been useful or not. Please let me know in the comments. As I explained earlier, I don't speak like a native speaker, and I don't feel happy about doing the speaking parts in these videos. I'd like to get my wife more involved, but that's difficult. However, with this kind of thing, I can do it by myself and it's a lot easier. If it has been useful, let me know and I can do some more. Thanks for watching.